Hey everybody, this is David here, aka Chessman. Here today, going to continue training with the chess bots. Currently working on what I play with D4, and so I'm using the engine to help me come up with openings to learn. And I'm just trying to get. I've already gone. What I'm doing is I'm going through the beginner bots, then the intermediate bots, and I'm trying to work my way up to the advanced bots. Right now, I'm in the intermediate bots. Last time I played, I played against Elena, and I played against all these other intermediate bots. And so now I plan on finishing the intermediate bots today, hopefully, with what I'm going to play with D4. Um, so let's continue. I played Elena last time, so we're going to move on. And basically, I'm going to play until there's a decisive advantage, and then I'm going to move on to the next game, because I'm really doing it for the opening. Um, and like if I get a huge advantage, like 6 point advantage or higher, there's no point in playing on. I've already won. I'm confident I can win that. So that's Elena. We're gonna move on to Wilson, and again we're playing D4, and let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay, so we've gotten F5 before. Let's see what we played before. Let's see. We got F5 when we played Bishop G5. You know, I gotta organize these notes. But we played Bishop G5 here, so we're gonna do it again. Let's see. After Bishop G5, we've gotten a D6. Have we gotten Knight C6? Got H6. Got C6. We got D5. We have not got a Knight C6 yet. So let's see what the. I tend to play the best move when it's at least the first 5 moves, and it looks like E3 is the best by far. So that's what I'm gonna play. Okay, that looks like a bad move. But it's not the worst. It only gave us a point and a half advantage. Says the best move is knight h3. Huh. I don't know if I would remember that. Then h4, f4, and knight c3. Knight c3 is the first one of the moves that I would think of playing. Um, but it says knight h3, so or h4. I guess I'd rather play knight h3 to get it to f4. All right, knight h3. Let's see. Yeah, it says the best move is knight f4, and I do want to get the knight off the side of the board, so that's what I'm going to play. That was 5 moves, so we're going to write it down. 1, d4, f5, 2, bishop g5, knight c6, 3, e3, rook to b8, 4, knight h3, knight f6, 5, knight f4. Okay. Oh, let's see. Um, Yeah, the obvious moves, it does seem to be knight h5. My knight's attacked, and where else can the knight go? E2? Yeah, I don't think so. So, alright, knight h5. Okay, yeah, let's just develop. Should be 2. Castles, huh? Hmm. This is interesting. If I take, he takes. Well, I really don't want to go down a pawn. Uh, Now it's even, so I'm gonna take the pawn. Yeah, let's just castle. Try to line the rook up. This is attacked twice. Uh, yeah, I guess let's take the pawn. Wow, this is an interesting game, but we're taking the pawn with attack on the rook. Of course, he can take a pawn attacking the rook as well. Okay, yeah, I guess let's take the check. Let's take the queen. Let's take the rook. Just develop the knight. Let's let's get well. I guess let's fork the two pawns. Let's try to win a pawn. And let's take a pawn. Let's take another pawn. Let's bring the other rook in. Let's just take the bishop. Uh, hmm. How am I only up in exchange? Well, and three pawns. Uh, let's go after the pawn, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, looks like we can attack the knight and threaten to get the rook. Let's take the knight. And that's game. We're up 7 points. I know I can win being up a rook. And four pawns. Three pawns. So good game to Wilson, but we are gonna move on. We're going to Vin. Let's check something real quick. And yep, okay, looks good. All right, let's go with D4 again. I'm pretty sure we play C4 here. We'll just check d4, -6 c4, -6 c4, -6 c4. So we've gotten a g6. This, I think we've gotten a c5 before. c4, d4, see, d4, -6, c4, d4, -6, c4. d4, -6, c4, c5. And we played d5. And if they played d6, which they did not, we played e6. We have not gotten this yet. All right. Says knight c3 is clearly the best move, or knight f3 is pretty close, but now it's knight c3 again. So yeah, we're gonna go with knight c3. And it says the only move is to take back, take with the pawn. That's 5 moves, so let's write that down. d4, knight f6, 2, c4, c5, 3, d5, e6, 4, knight c3, e takes d5, 5, c takes d5. Save. Right. Now let's see. Yeah, e4 looks the best. It says it's the best, so let's play it. Yeah, let's go with f4. Gain some space in the center. Bishop b5, bishop e2, knight f3. Knight f3 always looks good. Why is bishop e5 the best? Why do we want to trade that off? It's clearly the best. Let's just play it. It looks good. I'm guessing this bishop's our bad bishop, so maybe we want to trade it. There's no way that was the right move. a4, I don't quite understand a4. Bishop b2, I don't get. Why would we want to retreat the bishop? Bishop d3, again, why would we want to retreat the bishop? Why are those the best moves? What? It's a4. No, yeah, knight f3, I was going to say, looks the best to me, so let's play that. Yeah, it's castle. Bishop e2, h3. I don't mind h3. f5. I don't quite get. Why would we want to do this? I don't know. It looks like the e5 square would be weak. Bishop e2, yeah, looks fine. I don't. It's like I don't want to retreat, but at the same time, I don't feel like trading this bishop off. So, hmm. If the center was more closed, it's already kind of closed, but if it was locked in the center, then maybe I would trade it off. Uh, let's go with h3. That looks like not a free pawn. Queen defends it. Actually, I like bishop e3. It's developing a piece. Yeah. Maybe queen d2 would have been good too, attacking this pawn. Vin hasn't made a mistake yet. Well, not a blunder, anyways. I don't know what this knight's doing here. Unfortunately, it could jump to d3. I'm gonna have to deal with that knight. Okay. Huh. Because that's the problem with playing a4. If I hadn't played a4, I could have played a3 to prevent the knight from jumping in there. Yeah, let's develop the queen. Queen d2. Uh, yeah, I think I gotta trade it. What is a5 of knight? No, I'm not doing a5. I'll get the knight. Hmm. F5, huh? Bishop d4. I don't like trading, but the black bishop is pretty strong, stronger than my bishop, so it would be a good idea to trade it off. F5, I don't like. I don't like. I don't dislike it as much because the opponent doesn't have a knight that can jump in there. Just has the bishop. But why F5? What does that do for me? Are we just trying to open this up, take here, so we can open this file up? He takes, and I lose a pawn, but I get an open file. Yeah, let's try it. Let's get the open file if we can. Oh, okay, knight to e1. Okay, yeah, I see that because it will challenge this knight. Yeah, that's the only move I see. And plus, now my pawn is being defended by the pawn and the rook. Okay. Hmm. This f6 is the only move. So this is not a good position at all. I don't like it. How'd we get here? d5, e6. It makes me not want to play d4 now. We gotta find moves like this to keep the advantage. I mean, it would shut his bishop off. I mean, I get that. So I guess we gotta play it. You know, I kind of think we have to take this knight because we can't we can't move this knight away without having the knight drop back into here, but drop into the d3 square. Uh, but maybe we can always work around that knight. I don't get e5. It just straight up loses a pawn, doesn't it? Yeah, let's take the knight. I gotta learn to be okay with a draw. Okay. 5. See, takes. I mean, takes, not takes. Oh, I don't get it. Okay, e5, d takes e5. Why is that good? Knight c2. Just having this passed pawn. That's the whole idea. What about queen f4? I don't know what queen f4 does. I mean, it puts the queen on more of an active square, puts pressure on this pawn. Then maybe e5. All right, let's do that. Do we defend the pawn? Uh, b1. Yeah, let's defend the pawn. Now this pawn's under attack. This is where my ability to attack I want to improve. Because it's saying g4 is the move now. But there's got to be more to it because now knight f3 is the move, queen h4 is the move, queen h6, even queen g5. So what? How come by the queen moving away from b6, all of a sudden there's so many threats? Uh, Gotta go g4. Gotta learn. Hopefully we'll learn how to attack in this video. This is why I'm doing this. I gotta learn how to pounce. Which is g4. Like I said before, if I got to 6 point advantage, I would just count that as a win. But I gotta see how this attack plays out. How come? Okay, rook f2, bring the rook to the open file. Is it you take the bishop and then the queen can come in to give a checkmate? Is that it? Or the rook and the queen, and then there's no way to stop it, maybe. Uh, all right, let's try it. This is king. This is rook f2. So let's try that plan. Bring the rook over, the queen over. Rook h2. g5. Even h4. Threatening mate. H7. And then mate in 2. Or this is mate. There. Okay. So basically, we pushed the g4 pawn. We opened up the H file, and then we brought the rook and the queen on that file. Okay, I can remember that. Okay, good game. Learned something. Okay, Nelson. Okay. D4. Inland Gambit. We gone to D4, E5 yet? D4. We have not got an E5 yet. Says the best move is to take. Interesting. Says the best move is to give up the pawn. I think C3. But the second best, no, it's knight F3. And I kind of want it to be knight F3 because I want to play as if maybe to give my opponent a chance to not play the game, the gambit, like at the best. So we're gonna go knight F3, protect the pawn. Okay, this is the best move, knight C3. So we're just up a pawn. So there's no tactic. We just play as normal. E4. Alright, that's 5 winks. Let's write it down. E4, E5, 2, D takes E5, queen E7, 3, knight F3, E5, 4, knight C3, H5, 5, E4. Okay. It says bishop G5 is the best move, but I think I'm going to go with knight D5. Just because we're attacking the queen, attacking this pawn. The queen has to go back. Alright, now bishop G5. Activate the pieces. I guess we take with the knight. Takes with the knight. And add pressure. Yeah, let's attack the rook so they won't castle. Okay. Let's go. Oops. And attack at the same time. Let's just cancel. Like I said before, if I got up to 6-point advantage, I would quit the game. But we can definitely still learn from something from this kind of attack. How our pieces are active and they were playing pressure, yet there's no straight way to win yet. But I'm hoping there will be. So I'm trying to keep my eyes open. But so far it's just developing moves. So queen D2. So I guess what I see is line the rook up and then, okay, we still line the rook up. Yeah, I guess so. Rook A, B1. Can't take. Okay, so take. This knight is pinned. Okay, we win the queen. Or we don't win the queen. But we won a piece. Okay, we were threatening mate. I'm fine with just taking the rook, but let's just see what the mate is. F to D1. Takes D7. Threatening mate, so I think the rook has to come back. Oh, rook E7 or rook D8. Okay. So basically, we applied pressure with the pieces, then we lined up the queen and the rook on the D file. That's pretty much what happened. Okay, I can remember that. I can remember those ideas. All right. That was Nelson. Okay, Jade. Okay. I'm gonna keep going with D4. We go with C4 against D5. D4, D5, C4. We got a D takes C4, knight C6. We got a C5. We got C6. We got an E6 yet. Or E4, D5, C4. E4, D5, C4, C6, D4, D5, C6. We have not gotten an E6 yet. We have not gotten a Queen's Gambit defined. Says the best move is knight to F3. So let's go with that. The best move is G3. But next best move is knight to C3, and I kind of like knight to C3 more. Just develop the knights. I don't know how much I really like these fianchettoing bishops. I don't really feel it. I kind of like, I don't know. I like the knights applying the pressure in the middle and save the bishops. So we're gonna go with knight C3. Let's see. So we're developing this bishop. We just gotta decide are we going bishop F4 or bishop G5. I don't feel like trading it off, so that's why I'm thinking bishop F4. So that's what we're gonna go with. That's 5 moves. Let's write this down. D4, D5, 2, C4, D6, with queens can be declined. 3, knight F3, knight F6, 4, knight C3, bishop E7, and 5, bishop F4. Okay. Yeah, let's just develop the bishops, or we're gonna play E3. That makes sense to me. Okay. Now, to me, I'm thinking we either take, or we develop the bishop, or we develop the queen. But it says C5 is the best move? Wow, I was not considering C5. Now I gotta consider it. Okay, yeah, C5 would give us a space advantage for sure. I like it when files open up. It makes me feel like there's something to do. Place to bring the rooks to. Yeah, A3 I like, because it would stop the bishop from coming to B4. I really don't want to play. At least seems like any one of these moves, I'll remember. In a game, I would remember one of these moves. So I guess let's try C5 and see the point of it. Get some bishop. Oh, bishop. All right, so that's it for the bishop. All right, bishop D3. And we just lose this bishop. Obviously, take that. I mean, at least we get an open file, more control from the center. I was going to say C6 looks better than B4. Well, let's go with B4. I'd rather just, if they take, I'd rather just replace the pawn. Now A3. Yep, A3. Yeah, let's just capsule. Alright, yep, G3, got the pawn. I'm guessing A takes B. Yep. See where they trade rooks. Probably. Nope, it's not. Develop the queen, connect the rooks. Okay. See, those make sense to me. Obviously, take the rook. What? No. Duh. And I would have missed this. I would have just taken the rook. But now I won't. Now, hopefully I'll start remembering to check. But this bishop can take a pawn. That's what takes A1. A little worried about pawn there. The bishop. I gotta save my bishop. Wow. You know what? It's probably a good thing in real life I would have missed this because I could have avoided all of these problems. But apparently my bishop will be fine. Interesting. Let's play a few more moves. We'll go until I get 8-point advantage. Because I feel like I have enough advantage. I'm up with a knight. I'm up. It's a queen, rook, bishop. So bishop knight. I got a knight, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm up one. I'm up one knight. So that should be enough. But I feel like taking this on. You know what? I'm up. This is gonna be finessing, and I gotta figure a way to win. Um, all right, I'll play few moves. Like I don't want to put too much time in this one game, but let's see. I like Queen E2 because I want to play Knight E5, but I'd rather have the support of my Queen as well. Uh, Knight E5. It's Queen H5 check. That's weird. It said mate in 5. Now it's in 1. But all right, I'm glad that didn't take too long. All right. Um, basically, I went up a knight. That's what happened. Okay. That was Jade. And now David. Okay, I'm playing myself. So either way, I win. D4. Another England gambit. Well, I know we take. And if he brings the queen out here, we develop the knight. All right, I'm guessing we still develop the knight. Knight f3. Yeah, let's. I like knight c3 and I like h3. So h3 is the best. Let's keep chasing the queen. Maybe it'll go to the wrong square, and we can keep going. So at some point, at a certain point, you can play hoping your opponent makes mistakes. At some point, I guess you have to play as if they won't make mistakes. So that kind of changes the strategy. But on intermediate, I'm still hoping they'll make mistakes. Against the advanced bots, I'm not sure what my strategy is. If I'm going to play as if they will make mistakes or if they won't. I still have to. I have to figure that out. That's going to come with experience. All right, let's develop the knight. I feel like taking the pawn, but it's not even considered as a move. I like knight d5. How is, like, the king would have to move over, I think. Or this knight would have to go here. Alright, let's do it. Okay, that's just winning over. Knight takes e6 check. Is that better? Knight takes f8. Wait, knight e6, king e8. Knight takes f8. Why is that better? King takes f8. Bishop f4. I don't understand why it's better, but let's try it. I want to learn something. So this is the benefit of using the India. All right, now it's a tie whether it's knight takes f8 or back to knight c7 check. Like, I think in a game I would take the rook, but let's take the bishop. Let's see. King can't castle now. Let's take the pawn. Yeah, let's check the king and develop the queen. Oh wait, that's not what was suggested. That was a different move. It was queen d3. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with c3 because I don't want to lose my pawn, and I want to keep the knight out. Now let's take the queen. Yeah, let's go e4. Gain some space in the center. I guess an e5. Yep. Bishop to d3. No, bishop c4 check. Yeah, let's go with it. Roll the tempo. H4, huh? The parry knight g5 check. Oh, the answer received. And there was bishop d5. It's e5. I'm gonna go bishop e5. I'm just gonna take the knight. Okay, what am I at? Let's see. Put two rooks. I'm up a bishop. I have any pawns? 3, 6, 3, 5. Okay, I'm up a bishop and a pawn. So I think I'm going to call that good. That's 7 points material. Well, not 7 points material, but I'm up over 7 points. Even if I just castle, that'd be almost 7 points. So I think that's good. That was David. We got the win. Right, Ali. Interesting. You might need luck to beat Ali. Right, but d4. And we always play c4 against knight f6. Alright, have we gone in e6 before? So d4, knight f6, c4, knight f6, c4, c5, c4, b5, knight f6, c4, g6. That's it. So we have not gone in e6 yet. This is g3, then this is knight c3, then this is knight f3. I'm going to go with knight c3. I don't feel like fianchettoing. I may have to start learning the fianchettoing thing, the ultimate strategy around that. But I don't feel like doing that as the first thing I learned. I feel like I gotta get good at just playing in the. I mean, I know you're still playing in the center by fianchettoing the bishop, but I I don't know. I just feel like knights first, then bishop, then we see where the bishops go. I don't like planning to put my bishop on a square that I don't know if that's the best place or not. Um, this is a3 is the best. Queen c2. Let's go queen c2. Yeah, just so if they take, I can take with the queen. Yeah, no, it says queen c2 is the best, so let's do it. Uh, c5. It says d takes c5 is the best move, so let's do it. That's 5 moves. C1, let's write down 1d4, 8 f6, 2, c4, e6, 3, knight c3, bishop e4, 4, and c2, c5, 5, d takes c5. Okay, I'm still keeping the opening, and I'm not sure what to do, so I guess a3 is the best move by far, so let's play it. I kind of feel like I should take down the first 10 moves of this, or the first like 7 moves or 8 moves, but my stupid rule where I only write down 5 moves. I just don't want to over press myself in what I have to memorize. Okay, f3 or b4. Let's go with b4. Let's attack that knight. I don't understand f3, so okay, it counterattacks my queen. All right, queen c2, counterattack and attack the knight again. I feel like some. I feel like we're playing some card game. Okay, is that? Yeah, he just straight up blew a knight. That's what check. All right, kind of want to quit right here because we just won a knight. So, but we'll play until I'm up 6 points, I guess. I guess we just develop the rest of the pieces. Yeah, e6, e3. I mean, definitely seems what we need, but maybe we want to. Yeah, this. I wasn't sure where this bishop might go here, or here. All right, c6. Don't like. Well, I don't like going c6 because I'm not a computer. To me, I think that's too far for the pawn. I'd rather keep it on c5. And as I don't understand what the point of c6 is, I don't think I would play in a game. So what's next? Queen b2. Uh, what's next move? Let's go knight f3. Got enough pawn. Let's go bishop e2. e6, castle, let's castle. Yeah, bishop b2. So maybe we can take this pawn. covering 3. Takes b4. Takes d4. Take the pawn. All right, now we can do c6. We can get the knight on it as well. All right, let's just take the bishop. And I think that'll do it. Let's just see what it is. No, let's just, oh, I wanted to take the rook. Let's, for good measure, let's see. All right, I think that's good. This is mate 14. I would have done knight c6 and take the rook, so we'd be up that. So this is a win. So I'm gonna resign sadly. Now we got Matteo. I think I'm gonna play 2 games. I'm gonna play one with the help of the engine, and then I'm gonna play one without, and just see if I can win with d4 as a way of kind of testing myself. So first, let's play one with the engine like we were doing. d4. Let's play c4 here. Okay, we just got an e6. We play knight c3. Looks like Matteo plays the same openings. Then we play queen c2 here, I believe. Or actually, we're playing against someone else. So, but for some reason they're playing the same opening. So nicely bishop before we play queen c2. They play c5. We played b takes c5, and they played it. Interesting. No, it's the broken knight. I don't remember what they played last game. I don't remember. But I know it wasn't this, because I think I feel like the knight was here somehow. We attacked it with b4. Okay, so a3. So, we're hoping the bishop seems good. b4 looks good, actually. I like b4. Oh, the bishop. Yeah, and defend this pawn. Let's see. Oh, this bishop. Yeah, let's move b5. Knight a4. Rook d1. Let's go rook d1. Yeah, I can wrap my head around. No, I like bishop e2. Is that a top move? That's the worst one. Now it's third. Right, c takes d5. Yeah, that's all right. I just realized the king's in the center, so I kind of wish my rook was here. Let's open the center. I guess the king's there. They say if the king's in the center, you should open the center. And let's. Okay, I guess we can take, and then when the knight takes, recaptures, we can attack it with e4. No, let's just take the pawn. Let's take. Oh, no? Okay. We got two on the knight here. We add another attacker. And just take. Because we're winning. Bishop can't take. Queen can't take. And then we take the bishop for free because we're attacking the queen. Queen has to move. Okay, or you can play a check. I guess we gotta move the king, but it should still be fine. Where's the queen gonna go? Decides to. Alright, I guess. Let's see. I like just taking the queen. That's the third best move. That's probably what I would play in a game. But let's see what queen h4 is all about. It's gotta play g5, right? Okay, now we take, obviously. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, I don't see the mates. Yeah. Just developing more pieces into the game, I guess. Threaten mate. Looks like there's mate somewhere. So you okay, the bishop's defending the knight. Okay. Let's see. Too many open squares. I don't see the knight. Okay, this. Okay. On site, I like taking the rook. I like taking the pawn. I like taking this pawn, defending this pawn. So I like taking material. I just don't see mates. This okay. Bishop d4 looks the best. Then maybe bring the queen over. Is that it? Yeah, queen takes b7. Maybe. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Queen guards all these squares and this square. All right, so we just need a piece to check it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. I've changed my mind. I think next episode I'm going to move on to the advanced box either way. So I think I'm ready. So what I'm going to do is instead of playing this bot again, except without any help, I'm going to play the first advanced bot, Wendy, without any help. So I'm going to get a little taste of the advanced bots. And if I beat it, that means I'm ready. If I don't beat it, means maybe I'm not ready, but I'm still going to do it because I feel like moving on. So no help of any kind. Let's see, and I'm going to play all the way through. So let's see how we do. Let's see if the advanced bots kick my butt. We're going to stick with d4 and see what happens. Okay, I know we play c4 here. I'm still not that confident with d4, by the way. Okay, I believe we played knight f3. I'm going to try not to look at the notes. Pretty sure knight f3 is what we play. Okay, now I don't know. I think it's knight c3. Whether we play e3. Um, where do we play? I don't think we play bishop here because then this bishop would come down and harass me. calculating here. Okay, I like going e3 so the bishop guards this pawn. So I like that. But if he goes attacks, I have to defend. He attacks. I defend again. Takes. Take with the pawn. Well, we'll learn the hard way. I'll know after this game whether e3 is a big mistake or not. All right. Okay, I don't think that was the move. Okay, I'm now going. Now I don't like e3 because I just realized it blocks the bishop. So I don't like my e3 move. I now learned my lesson. I should have. Let's just play the knight. I gotta play the knight now. Uh, I think we develop this bishop. Get rid of the castle. I think that's a free pawn. Takes, 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 and I'm attacking the bishop. Or I can take with the bishop. Yeah, let's take. Let's hopefully that's a free pawn. Uh, hmm. I'll take towards the center or away. Take towards. I know I'm helping this knight to develop, but I think that's fine. Let's see. Now I wish this pawn wasn't here because my bishop could have come in. Man, I should have thought about that. Now I think I gotta play a3 to keep the knight out. I think I'm winning, but it's not easy. Huh. Uh, let's see. Do I take? I kind of want to get rid of this bishop, so I'm going to defend with the bishop and see if he takes my bishop. Because this bishop's bad. Okay, he didn't take. I think. Let's see. I think I'm developing my queen. And I'll be threatening to maybe take the knight if I can grab this pawn. Okay, he moves back, which is, I think that's good for me. Um, let's see. Let's castle. I think I did good out of the opening. I had a feeling he'd play there. Pawn's under attack, so I can either move it or I can defend it. I think I'm gonna move it. I think I have to take this pawn. Let's see. Yeah, let's take the pawn. Do I want to take with the pawn or the knight? Take, and bishop would be here. take with the pawn. Hmm. Uh, so we're looking at queen at knight to a4 and then jumping it into c5. He takes. He take with the queen. Uh, maybe. I can develop one of the rooks. I think I want to get a rook to c1. I just put it aside. Hmm. I think let's attack the queen. Hmm. All right, I guess we got to take the queen. There was no way to take advantage of the like. There was nothing defending my queen, so I couldn't take the knight first. Okay. Uh, I think let's get my rook onto this open file with tempo. I think let's take the knight. And I want to get my other knight here. Hopefully this is good. Hopefully this is good. I'm attacking this pawn twice. So I think I will take that free pawn. Right? Actually, it's not that free. Is it? If I take, this pawn becomes vulnerable. Actually, take, take. Yeah, I'm gonna lose that pawn. I think. I think it's still worth it though, because my pieces aren't doing that much. I think if I take with the bishop first, if he takes, I takes, and rook here, I think I can go pawn up. And it'll defend my knight. And then I can move this pawn up. I think that's the way I can keep my pawn on the board. I'm going for it. Okay. You just let me grab the pawn for nothing. Okay. Let's see. Let's take the bishop. I think I want to get some rooks off the board because this rook isn't doing anything. So I'd like him to take me, and I can take back the rook. So I'd be threatening this check. Um, let's go for it. Interesting. Huh. Can consider that move. This bishop is terrible. Uh, I think I could move my bishop here and try to get rid of it for this knight, and hopefully ruin the pawn structure. I could also try attacking. I think I'm going to double up my rooks. No, this knight can jump in, which I don't like that. Let me make sure here. If he jumps in, then I can take the pawn. I don't know. I might be letting him attack my king with a bunch of pieces. Uh, here. I'm gonna go for it. That was a good move. But I'm still trading pieces off. I have two outside passed pawns, so if I get the pieces off the board, then I'm doing well. Uh, I think let's attack this pawn. I'm okay if rooks come off the board. So if he goes like right there, I can decide whether to trade rooks or get another pawn. I'm pretty sure trading rooks is the way to go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get these rooks off the board if we can. Huh. Interesting. I have knight to f4 because this is a fork. Let's do it. It's a good square for my knight, I think. That's a fork. Let's take. And we can go back, defend the pawn. Okay. I think we move these two pawns up, this one and this one, just to make sure we get a nice fortress. No, nothing that the rook can attack. Let's see. Got this wrong. I just better not drop anything. Okay, I gotta come up with a plan. Let's just go here so we have a place for my king to run to. If I did something with the rook and he checked me, it might have been a draw because this pawn, I wouldn't be able to go up. So I'm thinking here, threatening this pawn. He checks me, I can run here. Let's do it. Let's take. I'll take another pawn. All right, it's just technique now. I either try to trade rooks here or I push this pawn. I don't see a checkmate, so let's push the pawn. Push the pawn again. Let's bring the king to safety. Uh, how do I get a queen? I think I go rook here, here, and then get behind the pass pawn. This should be easy. Just get a queen. Not stalemate. Stay away from the king. I don't want to stalemate. I guess we just push this pawn up. Or bring the knight in. I think it's a ladder this way, actually. Yeah. Nope, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Nice. Reverse ladder. Okay. So that took 55 moves. All the other games were like 28 moves. Of course, I played to the end, but all right, let's game review it. Let's see how I did. But I beat the first advanced bot, so with D4. So to me, that means I graduated from the intermediate bots. Let's just see. I want to see what level I played at. Did we do better than 1500? That's it. Well, 91 accuracy, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, I played like a 2200. That I like. Nice. Sometimes that happens. but my opponent played like a 1900. So the opening was a 90% accuracy, only 83% for Wendy. Middle game was an 89. Middle game for my opponent was a 78. And then my end game was a 92. End game accuracy was 87. So we'll just see that.
D4. You're staking your claim in the center already. Now, what's the plan? Your opponent's bringing that bishop to the center, huh? Let's see what they're cooking. Their better move was to castle kingside. Their pawn is now lost after that move. Your opponent just gave you the chance to shine. You just unleashed a fork. That bishop is toast. Love it. You just snagged a free bishop. That's what I call a bargain. Let's go. That's checkmate, baby. What a finish.
All right.
Nice tactic. You spotted the win and went for it. Good job.
Cool. All right. I got a ton of openings to learn now. I got to organize them and try to learn them. I've looked at a few. I looked at some of these again, but it's definitely not in my. I definitely haven't really memorized it yet. There, but hopefully I will. Hopefully. That'll depend how, I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the mood to memorize openings, and sometimes I'm not. Depends what day it is. All of a sudden I'll be in the mood and I'll just memorize a ton, and I'll get a lot done. So that'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen. Well, that's it for today. Okay, so my next time I'm playing. I'm still not 100%. I think I'm finally going to go with the advanced bots and start playing e4 again. And what I play with the black pieces, it's just, I'm also thinking of learning more stuff. Like, there's what to play with c4, there's what to play, like, I kind of want to learn the London opening, the London system. I kind of know it a little bit already, but I kind of want to go over that. So maybe I'll play that with d4 as well. So before next episode, I have to think of what I'm going to do. Either I'm going to go with the advanced bots and learn what I already know, and keep going with what I already know, or I'm going to stick with the lower bots and learn some new stuff. So I'm going to sleep on it, and if you have any what you think I should do, just leave it in the comments. I don't. It's like I want to be patient and learn a ton of stuff. At the same time, I don't want to bore everyone by staying at the intermediate and beginner bots forever. So we gotta figure out what a happy medium is. So yeah, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy your day. See you.